Good morning, everyone. I have some more news for you. A lot of things going on. Oh my goodness, so many things going on behind the scenes. Ugh. Anyway, I digress. First of all, I want to thank all of you, for sending me this information, and all of you who work behind the scenes, to get this information to us. We appreciate it so much. And first thing I want to mention is this email from APIMO, apparently. They have just merged two congregations in Labrador, Canada. 530 kilometers, 330 miles, between the two halls. Oh my goodness. 1,000 kilometers, 622 miles from one end to the other by car of the territory of the congregation. So this new congregation has a territory that is 622 miles from one end to the other. If they go back to preaching door to door, how are they ever, ever going to cover that in 1 year? Because that's what the society recommends. Yeah. Seen an Instagram account of an elder in one of the congregations. I just looked on jw.org. He no longer has a congregation in Happy Valley, Goose Bay. Going to sell? I cannot believe it. They'll probably let them follow from Happy Valley Kingdom Hall the meetings at Labrador City. And he's given me the address, and he also gave me Google Maps. And appreciate it. Thank you very much. The next thing here, and I will put the link down below to, these links. And I want to thank the PIMO for sending me this. Thank you, sweetie. Hope you and your family are doing well. What the big secret Watchtower is trying to make this, I have no idea. Is it just a control mechanism? Because to be honest, our local news said the same thing. Our local news told everybody and has the link to where you can get, these testing kits. So why is it a big secret with Watchtower? Makes you wonder. Letter. The branch office does not endorse any of the following programs. Then why even bring it up and put the link in a letter? Dumbasses. Ugh. Do not post this document publicly on any website, social media, or sharing service. Too late. The links will take you to various available resources, including nonprofit and government agencies. Family heads will need to use discernment and carefully research these resources to determine whether the program is appropriate for their households and decide if they will avail themselves to such programs. United States and Territories Test Kits COVID-19 resources as of January 16, 2022. The United States government is providing free at-home COVID-19 test kits for anyone residing in the United States and its territories. Like I said, our local news reported this several times this past week. It's no big secret. So what if Jehovah's Witnesses want to take advantage of getting free COVID testing? Oh my goodness. The control. Why is this a big secret? So what? No big deal. Is it just so you can have control over the rank and file and the elders? Makes you wonder. The United States government is providing free at-home COVID-19 test kits for anyone residing in the United States and its territories. Up to 4 test kits per residential address can be requested. Shipping of the test kits will typically be within 7 to 12 days of order. Ordering begins on Wednesday, January 19th. Eligibility. Provide name and residential mailing address. And click here for additional details regarding this resource. And when you click on the link, it takes you to covidtest.gov. Get free at-home COVID-19 test. What's the big flippin' deal? So what? you know. But, oh, don't post this on the information board, or, you know, post this on social media, or share, you know, any sharing files. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, I want to thank the person that sent me the link to this. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. There's a website. It is called religioustolerance.org. And they have a sub, you know, category here about the Jehovah's Witness Christian denomination, past opposition to vaccinations. And I was looking at this, and this is a good website, you know, with information, but they have a list of all of past Watchtower statements made in their literature about vaccinations. And I know years and years ago, Rutherford had printed a lot in what we would consider the Awake. It was like the Golden Age and Consolation. You know, there was a lot of nonsense he printed in that. And even Russell, you know, some of the stuff, it was like, oh my goodness. So I will put the link down below to this. Like I said, if you want to check out the information, they have quotes from the Watchtower literature and how they flip-flop things through the years. We love those, don't we? Now this, I want to apologize. One of our sources had sent us this. Thank you, Atlantis. I appreciate it. I had to translate it into English, so it may sound a little bit off because it is in Spanish and my Espanol is a little caca. Preventative to a driver for the death of the cadet. The defendant of manslaughter received preventative detention for 16 days. On December 24th at 0:40 a.m., motorcyclist Eric Alejandro Cafero, 21 years old, was run over by a Peugeot 208 car on the corner of Jaldo and Alicia Garzon Avenues in the Tafaseno neighborhood of Lomos de Tafi. I apologize, I know I'm slaughtering the pronunciations here. The driver of the car, Miguel Angel Martinez Piquero, would have been drunk at the time of the incident. The court charged him with manslaughter. The public prosecutor's office confronted the accused, who hindered the investigation. Wait for it. The breathalyzer test could be done 12 hours later. The defendant was driving at high speed despite the security guards, and also at the time of checking it around 3 o'clock, he showed signs of drunkenness, explained the assistant to the prosecutor's office for attacks on persons, Rogelio Rodriguez del Busto. Martinez Piquero shielded himself by saying that he refused the test for spiritual reasons since he was a Jehovah's Witness. I know. I am sorry that an innocent person got killed, but this is some of the logic of Jehovah's Witnesses in Watchtower. I mean, this is basically the same thing Watchtower says to all of these courts, you know, that they're being hauled into. Oh, well, we don't have to provide documents and information and communications and elders' letters and all of that because we're Jehovah's Witnesses. Oh. The accuser requested preventative detention for 2 months until the investigation continues. Judge Bernardo Herrero, who heard the case, gave rise to the preventative, but for 16 days until other measures are specified. So he hits a motorcyclist, kills this person, and then he's obviously drunk off his backside, shouldn't be behind the wheel, and he says he can't take the breathalyzer because he's a Jehovah's Witness, and it goes, he refused the test for spiritual reasons. Do you see how they are? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. So like I said, I'm going to put the link down below to this and to the COVID-19 resource that is in that letter, and also this website. And thank you everybody so much, because, you know, without all of you, we wouldn't be able to get all this information out. Now for today's words of inspiration. I don't know if you would call them wisdom or what, but some inspiration that with the new year and with so much going on in the world and even in the XJW community, you know, maybe it's time to analyze, why we're all here. Mike and I were talking about it just this morning. Why are we in the XJW community? You know why? Because we feel compelled to get truth out there no matter what. Doesn't matter if, Jehovah's Witnesses or anyone else doesn't want to hear it. Our goal, some may call it an agenda, is only to get truth out there. That's why we keep doing this, to help those who are imprisoned, whether it be mentally, who knows? Those that are imprisoned in cults, that is our goal, is to free these people. It's time for all of our freedom, to be free, to do and say what we want on our activism. And all of you who help behind the scenes, don't underestimate the contribution you make to this community, because it's tremendous. All of you who leak stuff to us, it's tremendous contribution. We couldn't do all this without all of you, so don't ever forget that. So, I'm not saying that we're going to be quitting. No, with a renewed vigor to get in the fight and remember why we're doing this. That's why we're here. So that's words of inspiration for today, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye.